Hello again, everyone. And my name is Gerald Malone. And what we're doing here today is having a little conversation. Uh, and I want to give you the importance of being slow to anger. If I wanted to inject chaos into a society, what would be the best two ways to do it? I think to myself and I say, my first suggestion would be fear. You plant fear in a society, definite problems are going to occur. Second most powerful tool is anger. And that's what I want to talk to you about today is anger. Uh, Anger, as described by Wikipedia.com, is an emotion related to one's psychological interpretation of having been offended, wronged, or denied, and a tendency to undo that by rationalization. Dictionary.com describes anger as a strong feeling of displeasure, being and belligerence aroused by wrong or wrath, um, as being a definition of anger. Anger can destroy a person and cause a person to hurt themselves and other people. We've seen various examples of anger throughout existence of humanity. A lot of recent anger. We can even see the results of a person. Fanatics have tendencies to be extremely angry or appear that way, doing violent acts um, and acts of terrorism to some extent. Others can just be minor anguishes that can cause you to have a vile mind frame, not pleasant to be around. Anger has various negative effects on you. It can hurt not just you, but people around you. A person can get very angry and hurt their child, even. That's a displaced anger that can cause grave harm. Um, the damage done by anger can last a long time. Some of it's mental, some of it can be physical, it can even be death, permanent. The consequences likewise. It's wise as adults and even children, I mean, people, humanity, period, these days, for us to think of ways and do things that are more civil, as opposed to allowing wrath to beset us in ways that would cause us to become destructive, not only to ourselves but to others. Um, so I think on this problem, I think of ways to resolve this problem. And one of the ways would be to remain calm, I would think. Try to remain calm. If someone came and told you, say you were a father or mother, that your son or daughter had gotten killed, uh, that could be heart-wrenching information, leading you to intense violence. I haven't experienced that, don't want to ever, but I could only imagine how that would drive me as a person. And I think of what would be some of the ways that I would need or should approach the situation to remain stable. Of course, I'm a religious person, so I would definitely say pray. Everyone is not in that asset, so I understand it. Uh, Another asset would be, though, to breathe, even. Get away from the situation if you have to, as far away as you can for the moment. I wouldn't go to drinking because alcohol can also provoke anger as opposed to uh, remove you from it. Uh, Definitely would say to get yourself in a different situation. Go do something that you like, something that's positive. Put yourself in that state. Uh, Back to do something that you love to do, perhaps when you were young. You know, try to get yourself in a clearing mind frame before you proceed with actions. If you're a person of a sort of faith, then lean toward that harder at that moment. Because I don't know what faith a person may have. Some may practice Zen even. I would say work harder in those aspects during time of where you can see yourself leaning toward anger and wrath. Whatever it is that you do, be constructive even. Sometimes if you take time, like if I'm upset about a thing or if something has me displaced for a moment, what I do is I might go and do some work. I may do some cleaning or something and find out that I get a lot done during that time even. So that's another positive way to utilize the anger as opposed to let it destroy you or have you destroy something else or someone else. Uh, so basically, overall, to conclude this, just let us think about the things that we do uh, when we're starting to feel ourselves bubbling over with that intensity that we call anger. Um, don't let it get the best of you. And don't stay angry for long either. Because the more that you're angry, the more it builds up. And, pressure will bust pipes when it's not released. Doesn't have a way to get released. So find that release that best fits you and utilize it during this time. And hopefully, these times will be few and far between. Thank you for your time.